Everyone wants to move to Florida, but some worry they will regret moving to Florida once they get here. So in an attempt to avoid that, let's go in depth to some things you might not know or misconceptions you might have about moving to Florida, so you know what it's like in Florida before you get here. My name is Eldaher. I'm a realtor and an attorney in sunny South Florida, and I've lived here my whole life, which is why this channel is about all things Florida and real estate. So subscribe if that's what you're interested in, and like this video so I know to make more just like it for you. If you've got any questions about living in Florida, or if I can help you out in any way, please reach out the way you want to reach out. I work with a lot of clients relocating to Florida from out of state, and in doing so, I get to hear their thoughts on surprising things about living in Florida, disappointing things about living in Florida, and funny things they never saw coming about Florida living. So let's break some of those down. Let's talk about houses, specifically basements and mudrooms. I've joked about this before, but most Florida homes do not have mudrooms or coat closets at the entrance of the house, and also they don't have basements. I know, it's weird, right? But the thing is, we don't really need or wear coats or muddy snow boots, so the storage by the front door is unnecessary. That space is usually left open for a grand entrance into the home. We also don't have basements because we have such a high water table that it's pretty much impossible to dig out a basement for your house. But all this to say, your storage situation might be a little bit different than you're used to, so take that into account when you're shopping for a home in Florida. And if you're used to having space for guests to stay in a finished basement, consider that that won't be an option for you here. We also don't really have a change of seasons, and some people move here and miss that change of seasons. Now look, the weather changes throughout the year here for sure, you're gonna feel that, but trust that you'll feel a difference between spring and summer, but it's not gonna be as extreme as differences you're gonna feel in the north. And it's also not gonna require a full lifestyle change for you. You don't need to bring out a new wardrobe, you don't need to put the snow tires on. You also might wanna get into the habit of checking the feels like temperature, because 80 degrees in New York State can feel very different than 80 degrees in the Sunshine State. It might say 80, but feels like 92. So it's just a little bit of a difference, right? I also hear a lot of fear around hurricanes, and some who say they would never live here through hurricane season. Now, we do have warning for hurricanes, we prepare, and you have the option to flee if you ever want to. If you're worried about hurricanes, just remember you will never be snowed into your house, you will never lose power and lose the heat in the middle of a blizzard. So I think with extreme weather like that, it's just kind of a trade-off. A minor thing that absolutely throws people for a loop when they move here is that Floridians are, for the most part, a really casual group. I blame it on the heat, but you will get used to this. Most jobs don't require a suit to be worn daily. I can't remember the last time I saw a woman wearing pantyhose. We wear a lot of flowy cottony fabrics. Open-toed shoes are appropriate for almost any occasion. But with that said, there's a big difference between flip-flops and sandals, okay? Sandals are like dressy flip-flops and are more acceptable. For men, life's pretty easy. A polo shirt is appropriate almost anywhere you're gonna go. Church dress codes are pretty chill. Funerals and weddings are pretty casual. Check the invite, don't blame me, but in Florida, almost anything goes because it is so darn hot here. Everyone sort of looks like they just came from the beach, because they probably did. But if I show up to show you a house and I kind of smell a little bit like sunscreen, just mind your business, okay? Just kidding, but seriously. I'll go through this next one quickly because it's gross and it's about bugs. Our warm climate means that we are surrounded by bugs all year round. So just hire an exterminator day one of living here, okay? And if you're thinking about moving to Florida but you have a big fear of lizards, like the little gecko kinds that look like this, maybe don't move here. They're just everywhere. But there are plenty of reasons to move to Florida, so check out this video if you're interested. But first, hit the like button on this video if you didn't already. Until next week, goodbye.